Well, here we are at Knott End, looking across to Fleetwood, and this is our walk.
And we're just here on the by the breakwater at Knott End, and we're going to walk down the riverside for a while, alongside the golf course, and then we're going to go over the golf course and hopefully not get hit, and keep on in this southerly direction down the alongside the River Wyre, with these marshy areas here, and we go right down to here at Hay Nook, where we come to Corcas Lane. Now we walk on here for a while. We're going east here to Corcas Farm, and then we follow a track north back up towards Knott End, and here we come over to Kerwin Hill. I think this is the track of the old railway line.
Yeah, it is, yeah, that's the old pulling to the Garstang to Knott End line, isn't it?
Yeah, and follow a track round here, and then through the housing onto the shore here, and follow the Lancashire Coastal Way back here to the cars. It claims to be 6 miles and whole 224 feet of ascent.
And there are just a mighty 6 of us today. That's all we've got. It's threatening is the best way of putting it at the moment. It's not particularly bright, but we're hardy souls and we'll be on our way soon. So we're off, and this is just looking across to Fleetwood, the lighthouse there, and then that's the North Euston Hotel there, and these are the old docks. Long gone, the fishing industry is long gone, unfortunately. And then we're heading out. All that is new build over there on the old docklands and wharflands, and then we're heading out towards Thornton, where ICI used to be, and they've gone as well. There's not a lot of industry around here. Well, we've just come away slightly from the side of the river, and we're just crossing the golf course here. Some of the guys are out having a Wednesday morning knock round. The open it isn't, but it's a nice little golf course right by the river. Yeah. So we're now crossing the golf course at Lytham here, and if you just go straight down that gap there, you can see Blackpool Tower, and some of the high-rise flats over there. And then this is the golf course here at Knott End. Yeah, we've come off the golf course now, and this is Hackensall Hall. It's obviously quite an old building. Look at the chimneys on there. There's a lot on it. And then we're going through a nice little leafy glen here, down the road, passing on now, making our way south. So back over there is the golf course that we just come through. Just come through that little wood. It's very flat today, as you can see. We're coming back round now by those houses that I pointed out at the start, and then we're heading down this track here. But I wish we were going this way. Look at this for a style. This is quality. That is just magnificent. On the style of styles, that's got to be a 10. Really, that's got to be a 10. Superb. As you can see, very flat. This is Barnaby's Sands Marsh, this, that we're walking along, and that's looking over towards the old ICI. It looks like a landfill spot there. And we're here on what we think will be flood defences. If you look at the state of the marsh there, and then just drop down this other side to a beautifully ploughed field with rich soil in it. But this, obviously, that we're walking on will be to protect the farmland from floods when it does flood. We've just come along the dike here, along the embankment, as you can see, right the way along to this gate. Coming away from the wire now, away from the river wire, and onto here. And there's a nice little finger post and away marker there. Just needs a little bit of repair. And I think we're going to look about 11s around here. Still threatening, but we're dry. We're dry. So we've come away from the river wire, as we said, and a bit of an up and downhill, nice track that we're on. But we've just come across these here. And these apparently are caps on what were brine wells. So there's one there, and I think there's another one. Where am I going? Around about here. Can't quite find it. It's a bit difficult looking through the viewfinder of this. But that's a brine well, and it's actually marked on the Ordnance Survey map, and that's the cap of it. One of the local industries. Lovely looking horse. So a little bit of training, and we're still sticking on this path, still sticking on the road, metal road, bringing us north. The sky is lifting a little bit. There's blue trying to get through. We've seen a few shadows very, very occasionally on the footpath, on the where we're walking, and hopefully it'll get out. But we're well round this walk now, well round it, with it being flat and no stiles. It's and a small number of us, we've been at a cracking pace. Well, this is the height of the day. I think this is called Kerwin Hill Farm, and we've just had a lunch on the other side. A little climb up to get to it, and now we're going downhill. And I think this is the uphill and downhill of the day. So we're heading back north now. Bit of sun come out, bit of blue sky, shadows on the ground. Heading north, back. We're going through the houses onto the coastal footpath at Knott End and Preesall, on part of the Lancashire Coastal Way, and heading back towards our starting point. So we're just back to the woods. Through the woods now, we're just making our way through here, just to get to the houses. We've walked along, we didn't get it on video, we've walked along the old Pilling to Knott, well, Garstang to Knott End railway line, which was a single track thing that ran till about the 1950s, pulled by a little tank engine called the Pilling Pig, which is still parked outside somebody's house in Pilling. I like to dwell on the happy times mostly, but this is just a nice little place here, very peaceful. Preesall War Memorial. See, right up into the sky there. Lovely little thing. Poppy and resin in the floor there. That's nice. Yeah. Nice memorial. So we've just come up the little track here through these houses, and we're now on the Lancashire Coastal Path proper. So over the top of Brian's Head there is the Bleasdale Fells, and going round to Lancaster University and Clough, and then the nuclear power station at Heysham.
Yes.
You can just make out the cafe at the end of the stone jetty, and then I think that might be a ship over there, but this is just the beauties of Morecambe Bay. Fabulous. So we're coming along the coastal, Lancashire coastal footpath here. This is our bit. The closest part to us now is Knott End, and the two towers that you can see, the one on the left is the lighthouse at Fleetwood, so that's across the wire. The one on the right is the light at the end of, at the top of the Fylde coast there, and that's in Fleetwood as well. So just as we're getting close to getting back, the sun's coming out. It's very warm now, and it's a lovely day. It's been an interesting walk, even though it's been dead pan flat, absolutely pan flat, and not a lot of height to gain and photographs, stuff to photograph. But it's been a nice walk. Highly recommend it. So we're just finishing off, coming along the promenade now. A building right in front of us is the Old Bourne Arms. I don't know how long these flats have been up, but they have some cracking views out of those, but they're all looking north, so they won't get much sunshine on the balconies. But this has been a Knott End circular. Those of you that were followers and listened to my drivel last week when I said that we were going to Dunsop Bridge, I'm sorry. I understand we might be going to Dunsop Bridge next week, so if you want to go to Dunsop Bridge in the Trough of Bowland, Forest of Bowland, then tune in next week and watch it. And a good walk today, and like I say, sun's coming out now, we've just about finished. See you later, bye now.